Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're live now with Caroline Jones. It's great to see you again.
Thank you so much for having us back.
Yeah, totally. We saw you had you downstairs like a year ago, maybe. I don't know. It was a
while
earlier.
Ago. It was actually right before the release of my album, Bare Feet, in March. Yeah,
that's right. In the David Lynch looking red room downstairs. Yep. And so thanks for joining us here in the tape room today. And we're really looking forward to Soundcheck. Has sounded great. We're looking forward to what you're going to share with the rest of the internet right now. So,
thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to do today?
Yeah, so we're going to start off with a Joni Mitchell medley, a little homage to one of my favorite singer-songwriters. And we played this almost all year on the Jimmy Buffett and Zac Brown tours, and we also got to open for Jimmy Buffett and the Eagles. So that was the perfect audience to play some Joni for. So this is Joni Mitchell. Sitting in a park in Paris, France, reading the news, and it sure looks bad. They won't give peace a chance. That was just a dream some of us had. Still a lot of lands to see, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It's too old and cold and settled in its ways here. But California, I'm coming home. I'm gonna see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss the sunset peak. California, I'm coming home. I met a redneck on a Grecian Isle. We did the go dance very well. He gave me back my smile, but he kept my camera to sell. Oh, the red rogue. He cooked good omelets and stews, and I might have stayed on with him there, but my heart cried out for you. For California, I'm coming home. Oh, make me feel good rock and roll band. I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Well, they paved paradise and they put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Now don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. But California, I'm coming home. Will you take me as I am? You know I'm strung out on another man. California, I'm coming home. Ooh, California, I'm coming home. I feel like I should clap too because there's only 3 people. Good job, Nir.
All of us. Well
Good
done,
job,
everybody.
Nir. Great job.
It's a very reverberant room, too, so it helps a little bit with the fact that there are 3 of us clapping and 2 of us playing. That was cool. I'd never really thought about how California and Big Yellow Taxi fit together like
They
that.
really don't. I think we made them, but...
You did, actually, yeah. Makes
but
sense that I had never thought about that before just now. You do it very well.
Thank you so much. I love those songs.
Yeah, I do too. I went to see David Crosby this weekend at
wow.
at the Capitol Theater
Solo?
in Port Chester, and he did. He was with a group. It was like the extended Snarky Puppy family. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and he and they did Woodstock, and it was the second to last song. So it's been a very Laurel Canyon vibey sort of a last 5 days for me. But this is not about me. This is about you. So let's get back on to the topic of Caroline Jones. Can you talk about so why? Like, what was it specifically about the other than the reasons that everybody loves Joni Mitchell? What specifically drew you to California and to Big Yellow Taxi and to want to smash them up like that?
Well, it was actually my dad who introduced me to Joni Mitchell, and my dad is really into big band soul music, like big production, big horns. And so when I was like 15, 16 and really getting into singer-songwriters and delving back into the 60s and 70s, he got me this whole compilation of 60s and 70s songwriters like Gordon Lightfoot and Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell. And I hadn't really gotten into that whole era of singer-songwriters. And so it was something that my dad and I actually really connected on an emotional level. And then I just delved back into her catalog, and her acute sense of lyricism, I think, is what everybody defines her by. And there's just no one who's done it like that lyrically, I think. And also something that we worked out a lot when we were first starting this was the phrasing of her vocals is very unique. Very, like, I kind of grew up listening to it from when I was a teenager, but if you're not used to it, the phrasing is, it's characteristic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know all of those songs, but were I to be put in front of karaoke to Joni Mitchell, there's no chance.
It's like, where do you put the words?
Fit those words in. So there's a couple of covers that you're going to play. You backtracking for just one sentence, you did justice to that. Your interpretation of it is outstanding. So thank you for doing that for us. Oh, thanks. And you're going to do another cover right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we're doing a couple covers today because earlier we wanted to do a completely different set list than we did earlier this year. So this is a new set list. So we're pulling out a Lindsey Buckingham song, a Fleetwood Mac song. We're doing more like Lindsey's version. Yeah, Big Love.
Either of you get a chance to catch him before the firing? I mean, I don't know what his status is right now. Hopefully,
I haven't. I still can't believe that happened.
I know.
They had to get 2 guitar players just to replace him.
I wasn't sure if that was like an Onion or HardTimes.net article when I read it the first
time. At least 2.
Yeah.
You only got 1 here, so we'll do half the song for you. Let me just switch. All right. Alrighty.
Are you going to catch any of the Mike Campbell shows? I don't know where they're at in their tour. I know they were in California last time I was there over the Thanksgiving holiday. Are you going to get a chance to catch any of these shows?
I would love to. I've never seen them live. That's like on my bucket list. Any of the Fleetwood Mac iterations, but I've heard it's amazing. I've heard the new iteration is amazing.
Yeah, I believe it.
Looking out for love in the night so still. Oh, I'll build you a kingdom in that house on the hill. Looking out for love, big, big love.
Thank you for retooling the set list and bringing a full original
We
one
have
here
to,
based
yeah,
on
we have to.
yeah. It sounds great. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming and sharing this music with us. Everyone who's watching right now is stoked, so you're making a lot of people happy. Thanks for doing this.
Cool.
Yeah. So can we talk about a little, there's a ton going on with you. It seems like always, and now is no exception at all. So 2019, you've got a ton happening in terms of, you're going to be at NAMM in January, and then your congratulations are in order because you've got your first headlining tour. Did I say that correctly? I think I did.
Yeah, we're doing a little headlining run
yeah.
in early January, actually up here. So we're doing a show in New York, a show in Boston, and a show at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, which is my home state. And so, yeah, that's going to be really fun. We really get to stretch out, and the band will be there, and it'll be a full set. And we've been opening a lot this year, so it's always fun to stretch out and do like a 60-minute set. And yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah, and then you're going to get the chance to do both things, right? Because this is public knowledge. You're out on the road with Kenny Chesney starting in April, which is going to be awesome.
We just announced that, so we'll be touring with Kenny next year, and we're doing some dates with Vince Gill as well in January, who's a big hero of mine. So it's going to be a fun year, and then we have a few other things to announce. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on everything. It all sounds great.
Thank you.
So you've got a third, and we've got a bonus song too. You're going to play a third and a fourth.
Yep.
Can you tell us what you're going to do third?
Yeah. So this song is from my album. It's called "Worth the Wait," and it's the song I wrote about just not settling in life, and not settling in love. Good job, George. We didn't get to sound check this guitar, so. You want to start? Or? Sorry. I know. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Near. Thanks so much. I want a man who will call me baby. Wait, take two. Because he was doing a drum riff. I want a man who will call me baby in the light of day and in the dark of night when the stars shine for the taking. The kind of love, it's worth the wait. The petals fall year after year as time goes on, and we will search in vain and in fear for the comfort of that fairy tale. Alchemist who makes our weakness strong, and we mistake this fantasy for love. But I don't need a man who doesn't understand the difference separating need and trust. 'Cause I want a man who will call me baby in the light of day and in the dark of night when the stars shine for the taking. My goodness isn't as good as a mind is a heart of love and never fades. It's a courage far too rare these days. And it's the kind of love, it's worth the wait. bring a tear of joy to my eyes. You tell me everything is gonna be alright. It's worth the wait. Woo! It's worth the wait. Ooh, and even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with the honey. Wait. It's worth the wait. Bing, 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 bing.
That was cool. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. It continues to be Laurel Canyon-y in here with the little Loggins and Messina interlude there.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I love it.
I didn't mean to do that.
That's cool. There's Kenny there's probably Loggins and Messina. There's definitely Kenny Loggins. There's Fleetwood Mac on that shelf right over there.
Cool.
And there
serious?
is, and there's Joni Mitchell tapes as well, which it might have to check it out offline because it's gonna take me a second to find it. I'm pretty sure though the Fleetwood Mac is right there.
He was like, "Come back now."
It could be we could just nerd out on all these tapes if you wanted to. The one
it's
that
really
giant
cool.
can you're going towards is
There's
the
Buddy Guy.
Carlos Santana's 1971 South American tour, and those huge cans that look like they came from the bottom of the Titanic to here.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
that
Very cool.
is something that's happening in this room. I'm glad that we had a chance to show you this room also too. And there's
Yeah,
still two
I've
other
never
rooms
been
in
up
this
here.
building that we work in, so you're gonna have to come back a third and a fourth time to check them out.
I would love to.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing for it? This is
Yeah, so we're doing, we just released a Christmas song a couple weeks ago called the First Noel. And it's available everywhere, but we're going to do a little acoustic version of it for you because it's that time of year.
cool.
And it's so magical. I've been in New York for a couple days now. I had an event and a couple things yesterday, taping my radio show. And so I got to stay uptown. And I lived here for a few years. Haven't been back at Christmas time in a while. And it's really, there's nowhere like it. New York at Christmas. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I agree. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to be in New York for Christmas for the second time ever.
Really?
Yeah. My wife and I decided not to travel super far to see our families and stick around here for exactly that reason.
That's
it's
so
beautiful.
nice. Yeah, it's magical. It really is. Okay. The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They look it up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Thank you. And this is Nearzy on the, what do you call this? The wave drum? This is Nearzy on the wave drum.
All right.
He's sitting on a cajon, but we never heard it.
Well, it sounded outstanding. Everybody's
Come on, give us a
arrangement
little-
decisions. Yeah. Cajon time.
That's all you get.
Well done.
Thank you, Near. Good job.
Well done.
Great job.
Caroline, thank you very much.
Thank you all so much.